Hey everyone, I wanted to come in. It's a Sunday afternoon, and I just wanted to get this message to you because I just had kind of a revelation, not a true revelation, but just a different way of thinking. And it's something that I'm constantly aware of, trying to be aware of, but my mind gets the best of me sometimes, just like it does with all of us. So let's talk about goal setting mindsets. And I'll tell you what happened to me here recently. So when it comes to goal setting, I want you to aim high. If the goal isn't scary, then I'll have you consider that it's not big enough. So the main problem with setting a big scary goal, and the problem that everyone instantly goes to, is the how. So that can sometimes hinder you from going after what you truly want because you don't know how you're going to get it. So don't go straight to the how. Just because you can't see the how doesn't mean that you can't do it. Typically, if you break it down and chunk it down, you can see the first step. So what you do is focus on getting that first step done. Then that will open up the next step. So you get that next step done. Then that will open the next. It's kind of like driving your car at night. If I told you to drive across 3 states in the dark, you really can't see how to get there. But what you can see is 100 feet in front of you with your headlights on. So once you travel that 100 feet, what happens? You see the next 100 feet. And goal setting is a lot the same way. You take the first step towards your goal, and once that step is complete, it will usually naturally lead you to the next step. And you may not have even known what the next step was until you got halfway through the first one. So here's the problem when setting goals that recently happened to me. So we fell short of our first quarter, and my natural tendency was to readjust the annual goal to make it more attainable since we were falling behind. So at the same time this was happening, I just happened to be reading a book called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I was on, I think, like the 3rd chapter, and he says that the natural thing to do when you don't hit your goals is to move the finish line. He says that managers and the business owners do it all the time, and it's a horrible thing to do. But naturally, I think it's just human nature to want to hit our goals. So anyhow, he basically says that the natural thing to do when you don't hit your goal is to move the finish line. And this is what we as a company were doing at the exact same time me reading this book. We were looking at how to save money. So we were thinking, since we're short, we'll readjust the annual goal so we can hit it. But here's the real problem that Grant opened my eyes to. And that is, the problem isn't that we missed our quarterly goal. The problem was that we underestimated the amount of effort that it was going to take to hit our quarterly goal. So instead of reducing our target or moving the finish line so we can feel good about ourselves and pat ourselves on the back, we needed to increase our effort. So this was a revelation to me, and I wanted to share it with anyone out there who maybe missed their first quarterly goal this year. Don't move the finish line. Just increase your efforts instead. So if you set your goal high enough, and you increase your output as high as humanly possible to hit that goal, then so what if you don't hit it? You'll still have done twice as much than if you didn't have that big scary goal, and it's safe to say that you'll be that much closer to truly getting what you want because of all this extra effort. So I was guilty of moving the finish line by readjusting our goal. We lost money in February and March, and because we didn't have enough sales. So I had my general manager running numbers to find out how much money we could save if we laid off some people or cut hours. And this was a scarcity mindset. And the thing about a scarcity mindset is it will run your life if you don't realize and become aware of what's happening. So by reading, it helps me become aware of this kind of thing. So I encourage everybody to continue reading. So anyhow, I've been working on my mindset for years now, and it's still a battle for me. So I believe it's a problem with most of us, but reading helps me overcome myself. It helps me let myself get out of the way so I can focus on expansion. The conclusion basically is, don't change your goals because you're falling short. Instead, increase the efforts toward attaining that goal. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more business insights and ideas. I'm close to finishing the next book, everyone, so just hang tight, my friends. It is coming. I've worked really hard on it, and I think you'll like it. A lot of good stories, and there's a lot of good lessons learned. So I am going to be attending the CEO Warrior Fast Track Academy in the beginning of May. So if anyone's going to that, make sure to say hi, that you've seen my video on here. So my wife and I are going. She probably won't attend every day of the class, but I'm excited to go learn. So learning is exciting for me, and you need to make it exciting for you if you want ultimate success. So when it comes to goal setting, make sure to aim high. And what are you going to do? Are you going to move the finish line or increase the effort? I'm going to tell you, you need to increase the effort. So guys, don't forget, go make money.